Good evening, all my South Orange Maplewood listeners, and all those other listeners in the towns of Millburn, Livingston, Irvington, West Orange, East Orange, Orange, and Newark. Welcome to In the Village With Anselm on the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience, and live on the World Wide Web at somore.org. And the only radio show covering all your news, opinions, politics, talk, and sport happening in the South Orange Maplewood community. You can listen to us every Monday through Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. That's Monday through Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. And reach us at 973-327-3626. That's 973-327-3626 to participate in the discussion. We have an interesting program lined up for you this evening, and I look forward to your participation in the discussion. Now tonight, we're going to be getting back to the New Jersey Performance Report on the many different schools in South Orange and Maplewood. And the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, is because we read the report for you regarding the superintendent, his resignation letter to the community of South Orange and Maplewood. And he told us about how many gains we had in advanced proficient scores, and it was outpacing comparable districts. But I must tell you, the New Jersey School Performance Report tells another story, and we want to bring that other story to you as well, because it seemed too many times in this beautiful school district of South Orange and Maplewood, we tend to want to put icing on many situations here that we all should be discussing publicly. We want to ignore these situations and hope that it will go away. With that in mind, I noticed on the South Orange Maplewood School District website that the 2014 Community Satisfaction Survey is extended through June the 2nd. Parents and guardians are invited to participate in an online survey. Responses are anonymous, and the South Orange Maplewood School District wants to thank you for your feedback. Well, we could look at this in many different ways. It's possible that many people may not have known about the survey, and the school district wants to give us a little more time because the survey was supposed to be completed May the 29th. So they give them a little more time. So I'm thinking now that it's done. It's over with. And just maybe there wasn't enough participation in that survey and they had to extend it somewhat. But we're going to be getting into that New Jersey School Performance Report. You don't want to miss it. And if you miss it, you can always go to our website at somore.org, and you're going to see the New Jersey School Performance Report in the South Orange Maplewood School District. And you can learn quite a few things from that performance report. And you know, sometimes I do knock Maplewood Online, the people who go to Maplewood Online, in that they don't address these issues at times. Well, there was one person that posted some numbers from this report on Maplewood Online, and I want to say a special congratulations to that person who did that. As a matter of fact, knowing that we don't see a lot of that there online, it's important, very important, that when these type of things happen, it's outside of the norm, ladies and gentlemen. It's not normal for these type of things to happen. So to that individual, I give them a round of applause. And the reason why I give that round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, is because many times, many of the posters on Maplewood Online seem to only get involved or indulge in topics that doesn't cover certain situations, I should say, that happens in South Orange and Maplewood. So let's get directly to the maplewoodian.com and see what our good friend Joe Strupp has for us tonight. Well, tonight we have your transsexual question answered tonight. 5 questions people always wanted to ask the transsexuals but shouldn't, but I'll answer anyways. That is tonight from 8 to 10 p.m. at the Bergdorf Cultural Center, located at 10 Duran Road in Maplewood. There's a suggested donation of $5. Award-winning author, storyteller, and educator S. Bear Bergman asks the questions trans people are constantly asked, then turns them inside out and upside down. You will learn just what's behind them and how they perpetuate certain myths, as he helps you understand what trans lives and experiences are all about. A fast-paced participatory hour, 5 questions will send you away knowing, surprisingly, much more about trans people, considering how much you laughed. So you definitely want to go down and listen to that presentation. 5 questions people always want to ask the transsexual. Union Superintendent likely Osborne replacement. So now that Superintendent Brian Osborne is out and heading to a better paying job in New Rochelle, New York, who is going to replace him? Osborne was here for 7 years and made many changes, most of which were deemed positive. The school board wanted to keep him, telling us a week ago that they were discussing a 5-year contract. Some sources indicate Union Township Superintendent Patrick Martin is the choice and has been for several weeks. Martin announced in April he was departing that district for a name opportunity, according to the Union News Daily. The 56-year-old Martin has led Union schools for approximately 4 years. Let's go to see. Okay. Now, primary elections today. Yes, it's primary elections day. And even if Mayor Vic DeLuca and Township Committee member India Laria are running unopposed in the Democratic primary, you can still vote for U.S. Senate House and other seats. There is also a Republican primary, and you can write in anyone for any seat. Where is Soup Osborne going? To bigger and higher paying things. A look at New Rochelle, New York School District, where Superintendent Brian Osborne is heading, find it has nearly twice as many students, with 10,889 compared to our 6,689, and a district budget topping $245 million compared to our $113 million annual spending plan. One can presume this means a larger salary, especially after the state superintendent's salary cap cut Osborne's South Orange Maplewood pay from about $220,000 down to $175,000. So there you have it. I guess you got to go where the money is, ladies and gentlemen. And here is the letter from the Board of Education City School District of New Rochelle. And I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'm just going to give you parts of it. I'm privileged to share with you today the long-awaited news that New Rochelle Board of Education has unanimously chosen Brian G. Osborne, ED.D., as our new superintendent of school. Our selection of Dr. Osborne is the culmination of a rigorous selection process that began with the engagement of executive search from Hazard Young, Attia and Associates last fall. We solicited and received an unprecedented level of thoughtful input from every sector of the community, as well as district administrators, teachers, and staff. We thank everyone for your significant contribution to this process, and we are excited for you to meet Dr. Osborne in the coming days as he gets to know our community. Your first opportunity to meet Dr. Osborne is this Tuesday the 3rd at 7 p.m. when the Board of Education officially appoints him superintendent in the boardroom at City Hall. Dr. Osborne will begin his transition into the district July 1st and be fully available August 1. I offer heartfelt thanks to Interim Superintendent Dr. Jeffrey Korostoff for his steady and inspired leadership as we work through this period of transition. So there you have it. Our esteemed former superintendent, Dr. Brian Osborne, moving on to what some will say bigger and better things. And yes, some time ago, we talked about the union superintendent. According to the Essex News Daily, union superintendent announced his resignation. After 4 years as superintendent of a school, on Tuesday, Patrick Martin announced he will be leaving the Union School District at the end of June. Tuesday morning, Martin, 56, sent an email blast to the school community alerting them of his decision, but did not go into other details other than to say he will be moving on to another opportunity. When asked about the school district he will be leading, Martin said he preferred not revealing that because he was still in the process of finalizing a contract. It was, however, evident that leaving the Union School District was not an easy decision for him. It has been an honor to serve as superintendent in Union, he told school community members in his missive, thanking everyone for their support during the past 4 years. Martin also wrote glowingly about his tenure, giving high marks to students for their efforts. So there you have it. It seemed like we're getting a superintendent from right next door to us, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what that new superintendent can bring to us here in South Orange and Maplewood. Let's go with, as we continue with the Essex News Daily. Maple Woodstock to bring top performance to Township. The Maplewood Stock Music and Arts Festival will be held July 12th and Sunday, July the 13th from noon to 9 p.m. each day. This free live music and art event will be held at Memorial Park in Maplewood. In addition to the music, there will be local arts and craft vendors, food of all varieties, a beer garden, and a large kids zone with games, inflatable rides, crafts, and more. So there you have it, Maple Woodstock, coming to Maplewood Saturday, July the 12th and Sunday, July the 13th. You definitely don't want to miss that. And as we continue, the Maplewood Village Alliance will hold its 7th annual Girls' Night Out on Thursday, June the 5th, beginning at 6 p.m. So leave the children at home, grab a girlfriend or two, and head down to the village to stroll, shop, dine, and enjoy all the wonderful activities the merchants have lined up for the evening, planned just for the ladies. More than 20 participating merchants have been planning in-store events and offers. The night will feature everything from special discounts, raffles, trunk shows, signature cocktails, 1-minute massages, music, and more. A special map of the evening highlighting all the different events and activities will be available that night and online. This year, they have added a photo booth and DJ too. Both will be outside on the corner of Baker Street and Maplewood Avenue. They are also raffling off several great prizes just for fun. All you have to do is stop by the Maplewood Village Alliance tent and show them a receipt from that evening from any of the participating merchants, and your name will be entered to win one of several prizes. You will receive one entry for every receipt you present for the night. Only 2 rules apply. You must be 18 or older to enter, and it's 1 receipt per participating merchant. And there you have it. We're going to go for a short break, and when we come back, more news.
Do you want your kid to run faster with better running form and conditioning for his or her sport? Then Running Development Academy is the place for him or her. Our training packages fix their form and make them run faster. How about training to run a marathon or just run faster in your respective event? Maybe you just want to learn to run properly and lose weight in the process. Our trainers, a former 800 meters track Olympian and an 8 times world record holder in Masters Track and Field, will get you there. Don't delay. Sign up today at runningdevelopmentacademy.com. or contact us at 973-868-14.